Today we'll be doing an update on the American Airlines Cadet Academy program interview questions. Recently, one of my followers on Instagram reached out to me and told me they just had the interview for the American Airlines Cadet Academy program. So be sure to watch to the very end as I will tell you all the questions she was asked during her interview. Before we start this video, my name is Michael Shu, and if you guys aren't subscribed, I'd really appreciate it if you guys went down and smash the subscribe button and don't forget to leave a thumbs up. A few weeks ago, one of my subscribers and followers reached out to me on Instagram. I'm not sure if she wants to be named or not, so right now I'll keep her anonymous. But she was just asking me questions about the American Airlines Cadet Academy program, and thankfully she just been through the whole process and it seems like it's going well. So I'll break down her process and share it to you guys and see what the application was like. She had just finished the work trait exam and they actually got back to her pretty quickly, which was very nice, and they told her that she would hear back about a Zoom interview in about 2 to 4 weeks. So I guess that also went well because she heard back and had just finished the Zoom interview with the American Airlines Cadet Academy program. She said she had her suit ready, and that's something I would highly recommend. Even though it's a Zoom interview, I would recommend you guys to dress super formal, wear a suit, business formal. This is an interview about being a pilot, right? So they want to see that you can dress professional, that you are professional, that you dress nice. You only get one shot to impress them, so I would highly recommend dressing nice and making a first good impression. She said during the interview it was one-on-one. There's only one other interviewer interviewing her, and she said it lasted for around 30 minutes, which is not too long at all. The interview was very relaxed. It was really chill. It wasn't too intense. It wasn't too stressful, and the questions she asked, there weren't really any right or wrong answers. I believe they just want to see what your thought process is like and how you came about getting the answers that you did answer. But whenever you do answer, make sure you're always mentioning safety, communication, the importance of being a team player. I think those are some qualities that they want to see, that you're able to be safe, right? You're going to be an airline pilot, you're going to be any pilot. Safety is always number one, communication, and if you're working with a crew, they want to see that you can be a team player and looking out for your teammates. So make sure you mention some of those things. Alright, before we dive right into the questions, like I said, if you guys aren't subscribed, I'd really appreciate if you guys went down and smashed the subscribe button. Feel free to reach out to me on Instagram at MichaelHSU95. I have people asking me about housing, payment, what training is like, how much hours I get as a CFI. I love talking to new and future pilots, so if you guys have any questions, feel free to reach out to me on Instagram. Without further ado, let's dive into questions that she was asked during her interview to help all of you guys. Question number 1. Tell me about yourself and what made you want to become a pilot. So in this question, they want to see what made you decide that you want to become a pilot. They want to see your passion, and it's not just because you're chasing the money, but to see if you really want to do it. I also want to get to know you and see what some of the things that interest you and why you decided to become a pilot out of all the other reasons, right? Question number 2. Did you look into other programs other than the American Airlines Cadet Academy program? Especially right now, there are a lot of other cadet programs. You got the United Aviates program, you got ATP, you got the American Airlines Cadet program. Pretty much all the major airlines are having their own cadet program because there is such a huge pilot shortage. They want to see if you have been looking to other programs. I would say just be honest in this case. If you have, tell them that you have, but if you haven't, tell them that you were only looking and thinking about the American Airlines Cadet Academy program. So be honest with this question. Question number 3, are you okay relocating? So with the American Airlines Cadet Academy program, there's only so many locations. I believe there's 2 in Texas, 1 in California, San Diego. I believe there's also 1 in Arizona. There might be a few others, maybe 1 in Florida, but those are the only spots that they have the American Airlines Cadet Academy program. So if you are okay with relocating, you probably choose one of the locations that I just mentioned. But if you aren't relocating, then this program is probably not for you. You do also have to realize that this program is pretty intensive, that you'll be probably flying around 6 days a week and only get 1 day off. So if you do have family or you aren't willing to do this full time, this is probably a program that's not for you. Question number 4. Why do you think communication is important to have as an airline pilot? So like I said, Being a team player is probably really important. And when you are flying an airplane, you're talking to a lot of people, right? You're talking to your passengers, you're talking to the crew, you're talking to ATC, you're talking to dispatch. There's a lot of different people you're talking to. So you can mention why communication is important. Let them know all the different types of people you're talking to. It's important to convey what you're trying to say in a really simple manner that they can understand. So that's why I think communication is important. Those are just some of my thoughts, but if you guys have other or better answers, be sure to say those in your interview. Moving on, question number 5. Fast forward as a first officer for American Airlines, and you're about to become a captain in captain training. What qualities do you have to make a good captain? Alright, so this is like some of the things we previously talked before. I think to make a good captain, safety, right? Safety always number 1. Good communication skills, being a team player, punctual, professionalism. These are all just some of the qualities I'm thinking off the top of my head. But just think about when you're flying, what kind of captain do you want to fly with, right? What are some qualities that you'd want to see a good captain have? So those could be your answers. So just think about it. Like my friend, this anonymous nice person said, there really isn't a correct answer. They just want to see how you're thinking, how you come up with these answers. So make sure that you say your answers and put a little bit thought behind it and let them know why you chose these answers. Last but not least, question number 6. How do you handle situations when you find yourself overwhelmed or frustrated? And if you guys don't know, becoming a pilot and pilot training, there are definitely going to be times when you're frustrated and when you're overwhelmed. So this is a question that they will see how you will do during your pilot training, how you will overcome different obstacles, and whether or not you're a good fit for the American Airlines Cadet Academy program. Because let me tell you, no matter what you do in life, especially becoming a pilot and pilot training, there's so many times you're gonna be frustrated and overwhelmed. When you fail a check ride, when there's something you don't understand, when you don't get how to land, it just doesn't click. There's so many obstacles in becoming a pilot, and they wanna see that you are willing to overcome it. So these are the 6 questions that my anonymous friend told me that she was asked during her training. I hope you thought it was helpful. Be sure to prepare, be sure to dress nice, and be sure to mention about safety, alright? Hope you guys enjoyed this video, and if any of you guys recently take the interview, and let me know how the interview process was like, how long it took for you guys to hear back, or any information, I would love to know. Be sure to subscribe if you guys aren't already, and be sure to leave comments if this video has helped you. I love seeing how many people my videos have helped, and until next time, I will see you guys later. Bye guys.